Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. So I don't know about you guys, but I am totally obsessed with scary stuff. And lately, I've been so into haunted places. We're diving deep into the top 5 most haunted places on Earth. Get ready to discover the most haunted places on Earth where you should never go alone. And guys, seriously, this is some really scary stuff. You've been warned. Okay, guys. First up, we're heading to the Rocky Mountains of Colorado, a place known for its breathtaking beauty and serene landscapes. But hidden within this picturesque setting is a place that inspired one of the most iconic horror movies of all time. You guessed it, the Stanley Hotel, the real-life overlook hotel from Stephen King's The Shining. This hotel is not just a place to stay, it's a place where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs. This massive, sprawling hotel just screams creepy vibes with its grand architecture and eerie atmosphere. The Stanley Hotel opened its doors in 1909, and let me tell you, it's seen some things. Over the years, it has become a hotspot for ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts. Guests have reported seeing ghostly figures in the hallways, shadowy apparitions that vanish as quickly as they appear. And if that's not enough to send chills down your spine, there's the phantom piano music echoing from the ballroom when no one else is around. Imagine walking through the empty halls and hearing those haunting melodies. Some say the former owner, F.O. Stanley, still wanders the halls, keeping a watchful eye on his beloved hotel. His presence is said to be felt by many who visit. And his wife, Flora? People say you can hear her playing the piano in the dead of night, her ghostly fingers dancing over the keys. But the most haunted spot in the entire hotel? It's got to be room 217. This room has a reputation that precedes it. This is the room that totally messed with Stephen King, the room that inspired him to write The Shining. Imagine the terror that must have gripped him to create such a chilling story. People say a former housekeeper, Elizabeth Wilson, was killed in this room during a freak storm, and now her spirit haunts the room, unpacking suitcases, moving belongings, and giving guests the creeps. Her presence is often felt by those who dare to stay there. People have reported feeling a strange pressure on their chests in the middle of the night, like someone sitting on the bed. It's as if the spirits are making their presence known in the most unsettling ways, and the lights, they flicker on and off, even when they're totally disconnected. It's like the hotel itself is alive, playing tricks on its guests. People say the 4th floor is like a ghost party. It's a hotspot for paranormal activity, with numerous reports of ghostly encounters. Children's laughter echoes down the hallways, a sound that is both innocent and terrifying in such a setting. Little phantom footsteps pitter-pattering across the floor, even when there are no kids staying on the floor. It's as if the spirits of children are still playing in the halls. The Stanley Hotel is like a magnet for paranormal activity. It's a place where the past and present collide, creating an atmosphere thick with mystery and fear. It's enough to make you sleep with the lights on, that's for sure. So, if you're brave enough, book a room and see for yourself. Just don't be surprised if you check in and never want to check out. From the chilling heights of the Rocky Mountains, we're travelling across the pond to London, England, to one of the most iconic and most haunted places in the world, the Tower of London. This place is dripping in history, and I'm not talking about the good kind. The walls here have witnessed centuries of bloodshed and betrayal. For centuries, the Tower of London was a prison, a place of torture and execution. It was a grim fortress where many met their untimely end. It's no wonder that this place is crawling with restless spirits. The air is thick with the echoes of the past. Let's start with the most famous ghost, Anne Boleyn, the second wife of King Henry VIII. Her story is one of love, betrayal, and tragedy. Accused of treason and adultery, Anne was beheaded in 1536. Her execution was a spectacle witnessed by many. People say that her ghost, still wearing the same elegant gown she wore to her death, roams the Tower grounds, especially around the anniversary of her execution. Her presence is said to be both beautiful and haunting. But Anne's not the only royal resident haunting this place. The Tower is home to many spirits, each with their own tragic tale. The princes in the Tower, 2 young boys who mysteriously vanished from the Tower in the 1480s, are said to haunt the Tower as well. Their disappearance remains one of history's greatest mysteries. Legend has it that their uncle, Richard III, had them murdered to secure his claim to the throne. The intrigue and betrayal of this story still captivate historians and ghost hunters alike. To this day, people claim to see the young princes dressed in white nightgowns, holding hands and walking the halls of the tower. Their innocent faces are a stark contrast to the dark history of the place. And then there's the White Tower, the oldest part of the fortress. Its ancient stones have seen countless events unfold. People say it's haunted by the ghost of a bear. This spectral animal adds an unusual twist to the tower's ghostly residence. Not just any bear, a grizzly bear that was kept at the tower as a pet by King Henry III. The bear's ghost is said to roam the grounds, a reminder of the tower's diverse and bizarre history. Tower Green, a grassy area within the tower complex, was the site of countless executions. The ground here is soaked with the blood of those who met their fate. Even if you don't believe in ghosts, there's something undeniably eerie about the Tower of London. Its history is palpable, and its stories continue to captivate and terrify those who visit. Chapter 3. Chateau de Brissac. The giant of the Loire Valley hides a dark secret. Hold on to your berets, because we're heading to France, to the Loire Valley, to a place that's straight out of a fairy tale, or should I say a nightmare. This region, known for its picturesque landscapes and historic vineyards, is also home to one of the most haunted castles in the world. Chateau de Brissac, this stunning castle with its towering turrets and elegant facade, is hiding a dark and twisted past. Built in the 11th century and later renovated in the Renaissance style, it stands as a monument to both beauty and terror. The most famous ghost of Chateau de Brissac is Charlotte, also known as the Green Lady because of the green dress she's often seen wearing. Her presence is said to be felt throughout the castle, especially in the dead of night. Poor Charlotte was the illegitimate daughter of King Charles VII and was murdered by her husband, Jacques de Breze, after he found her in bed with another man. This gruesome act of passion has left an indelible mark on the castle's history. People say that Charlotte's cries can still be heard throughout the castle, especially near the tower room where she was murdered. The chilling sounds echo through the halls, sending shivers down the spines of those who dare to listen. But the creepiest part, they say if you see her face, you're doomed. Her ghostly visage is said to bring misfortune or even death to those who encounter it. Seriously, people say that seeing her face means certain death. This legend has been passed down through generations, adding to the castle's eerie allure. People have reported seeing other ghostly apparitions, hearing unexplained noises and feeling cold spots in certain areas. These paranormal activities have been documented by both visitors and paranormal investigators alike. The current owners have embraced the castle's haunted reputation and even offer guided tours where you can learn all about the castle's spooky history and maybe even have your own paranormal encounter. These tours are not for the faint of heart, but they offer a unique glimpse into the castle's haunted past. Would you guys ever stay in a haunted castle? Let me know in the comments below. Share your thoughts and any spooky experiences you might have had. Until next time, stay curious and stay spooky. Chapter 4. Aokigahara Forest, where the trees whisper secrets of the lost. We're leaving Europe behind and heading to the base of Mount Fuji in Japan, to a place shrouded in mystery and sorrow, Aokigahara Forest, also known as the Suicide Forest. It's beautiful, yes, with its dense trees and moss-covered grounds, but it's also incredibly sad and unsettling. For centuries, Aokigahara Forest has been associated with death. Legend has it that families used to abandon their elderly and sick in the forest to die. Whether or not that's true, the forest has become a place where people go to end their lives. People who have ventured into the forest have reported feeling an overwhelming sense of sadness, of despair, like the forest itself is absorbing their happiness. Some say they've heard voices calling their names, seen shadowy figures lurking among the trees, or felt an invisible hand brush against their skin. The forest floor is littered with personal belongings, remnants of lives tragically cut short. Aokigahara Forest is a place of quiet reflection, a place to remember those who have been lost, and a reminder to cherish life and seek help when darkness threatens to overwhelm us. Chapter 5. Poveglia Island, quarantined from your nightmares. And for our final destination, we're setting sail to a place that's been called the most haunted island in the world. Get ready to step onto Poveglia Island, a small island located in the Venetian lagoon of Italy. This island has a history so dark, so disturbing, that it's been quarantined for decades. Poveglia Island's dark history dates back to Roman times when it was used as a quarantine zone for plague victims. The island was later used as a mental asylum in the 1920s, and let's just say it wasn't exactly known for its ethical treatment of patients. It's said that the doctor performing gruesome experiments on patients, driven mad by his own twisted desires, threw himself from the island's bell tower. People who have dared to set foot on Poveglia Island have reported feeling a sense of overwhelming dread, of being watched, of being surrounded by unseen entities. The buildings are crumbling, overtaken by nature, the walls stained with the memories of unspeakable horrors. Poveglia Island stands as a chilling reminder of the dark side of human history, a place where suffering and death have left an indelible mark on the very soul of the island. So, there you have it, guys. The top 5 most haunted places on Earth that you should never ever visit alone. Honestly, I'm not sure I'd even want to visit these places with a whole crew of people. Just thinking about all the creepy stories, the ghostly encounters, the chilling history. It's enough to make me want to sleep with the lights on tonight. Think you could handle a night in any of these places? Let us know in the comments below if you would dare visit them. Don't forget to like this video if you dared to watch it all the way through, and subscribe to my channel for more creepy content. Sweet dreams.